Ah, good afternoon, good evening, early morning to some. How you doing, Ellie? You're getting quicker. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes to see if a few others show up, and then I can have a good conversation. Because I encountered something that I think needs to be addressed that nobody really talked about on any of the live streams. I think it's really important, and it's in my title. It's about being misunderstood, and yes, I know a lot about other cultures, but I don't know everything. I'm still learning certain things and encountering certain things that I didn't think that was there, but it is. And one of those things that I encountered was being misunderstood. We got to remember that yes, people speak English, and we take for granted that they're fluent in English, but there's still they may encounter a word that you use that they don't know. And I was just talking to Sheer about this and realized it. And I'm telling everybody, English is their second language. And I told her, if you encounter a word, stop the person that's speaking and say, I don't know what that word means. And I'd be more than happy to explain to them what the word means, because we take it for granted they understand fully what we're talking about. And this makes a lot of sense. And this is where a lot of misunderstandings happen. And I don't want people to get the wrong idea. When I send a message or say something, I don't want them to misunderstand me. It's like, I think that's what Filipinas and anybody else from whatever country, the English is their second language. They need to know this. If there's a word that you encountered that someone had just said, like I'm talking right now, stop them and ask them, what does that word mean? And then you explain it to them, then they can understand you better. And plus, it broadens their knowledge of English. Because I've noticed if a Filipina doesn't understand or is skipping over certain things that you are saying, it's because they didn't understand what you just said. And they only go with what they can understand. And I realize that now. I figured that out. And then a big misunderstanding can take place. And they define something in a direction that's not what you were saying or trying to convey. Like right now, I just used the word convey. A Filipino probably does not know what that word means. Convey is just a fancy word of saying I'm trying to give you knowledge or trying to give you an understanding. This is what I'm trying to convey. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's just a fancy word. I share.
Hello, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Oh, what was that?
For some reason, like I said, I can see better at night, and I look for the red dot where it says guess,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw it immediately.
Okay.
But I was
Yeah,
just,
that was
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that is nice. Night.
Yeah, believe it or not, I could see better at night than I can during the day. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
but
Ellie send me the link.
yeah,
Ellie, come up in the panel.
yeah. I don't think I gave Ellie a wrench.
No, he has a wrench. He has a
Oh,
wrench.
he does. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he can drop a lot of links. Oh God,
But
Ellie.
what I was trying to convey was is that's why I titled it "Being Misunderstood" because I learned something that needs to be addressed, and I feel like I should have known this all along. It's like taking it for granted. You guys are very fluent in English, and you're not, and you encounter a
Yeah.
word and don't understand it, you
Mm-hmm.
won't say anything, and fears that you're insulting the person speaking. No, 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 no. You interrupt them right away, and if they're understanding and a good friend, they'll be more than happy to explain to you what that means.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to be that way because yes, you're fluent in English, but there's certain words that you'll encounter you've never heard before.
Yeah.
And if you were to learn it, it broadens your vocabulary of the English language and understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, Ellie. Don't drop too much link, huh? Come up in the panel. We need you. Oh, I'll share your live stream, okay?
Oh, thank you, Cher.
Let Let's see who will come up.
I think the only one that
Maybe.
I said that I was doing a live, I sent Finesse Habit that I was doing one.
What about Sammy?
I don't care if she shows up. If she don't, then that's fine too. I don't force anybody into
Yeah.
anything. I'd rather it be willing.
Mm-hmm. Let's find let's find this one. Okay. And the gang of okay, this one. I send it also.
Because
Who
Ellie, Cher will tell you, uh, they mistake me like in a conversation like we would have on Messenger in a group call. I get they mistake me being frustrated for anger, and I keep explaining, no, I'm not angry. I'm just frustrated, and I know why now. It's because they're not asking what a word means so they can understand what the heck I'm talking about. And now that I know this, I want them to whoever it is, you know, Filipino, it doesn't matter. If they encounter me using a word that they don't understand, please stop me and I'll explain it. Because it can get real frustrating. Now, some people may get angry, but me, I don't. I get frustrated. I'm like, oh, what do I got to do here? Well, I learned. I have to say, I learned the hard way. Let's put it that way. In learning this lesson, and I
mm-hmm.
feel like it's something I should have known all along.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken for granted that they have a full grasp of the English language. Which, if you use slang and a certain word, you lost them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sammy, if you're watching, you can come up in the panel.
Yeah, everybody's welcome.
Mm-hmm. You want to drive a truck in Australia, Sean trucking? Oh my God, Ellie.
The road train. Yeah, I just want to do it for the experience Or if when I come back home here, I could tell other drivers I did that.
Mm-hmm. Ellie. Oh, now you have a three viewers now. We don't know who are they,
I don't know if
guys.
the
What?
number by the eyeball. I don't know if that's accurate or not. At one time, I had like eight. It said 8 once, but there was nobody typing in chat at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that explains why I did that ridiculous live stream the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I had just got off the phone with Darren. I'm so misunderstood, and I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what? I'm just gonna go get sloshed. I bought a Corona and a Heineken, and it
Mm-hmm.
tasted something awful. But and plus I was
Mm-hmm.
just also doing it for entertainment purposes too, because nobody ever seen me like that before.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and watched it. How ridiculous I was. And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, that was funny what I did there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where are you heading now, Sean? If you don't mind.
Oklahoma City.
Okay.
In short
So.
terms, trucker
Mm-hmm.
slang, we call it Okie Dokie City.
Mm. Sorry, guys, if I cannot show up my face because I have a big black eye because I got accident 3 days ago, and until now I'm still in pain. So I'm just here just to support Sean here on his live stream. Ellie, come up in the panel. Stop hiding. Show your hairy crack to us.
Yeah, moon the crowd. What the hell?
Oh my God! There you go. There you go. Ellie's starting to talk like a baby. You had a boo 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 boo, my friend. Say, oh Jesus Christ! There you go, Ellie. Control yourself. Remember, you're looking for Pinay.
Yeah. Well, look,
Pinay.
those who are afraid to come up on the panel, you don't have to turn
Mm-hmm.
your camera on. You could show your avatar.
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to talk than it is to type.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of times I'd rather join up on a panel and be able to speak versus because I
Mm-hmm.
cannot type while driving. That's like texting while driving. That's not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I could talk until the
Yeah.
cows come home, and then it doesn't affect my driving. Well, I can't say that. I have been distracted ever so slightly where I missed my turn twice in a row. I missed my
Mm-hmm.
turn on an exit, and it happened in Arkansas a few months ago. I went down to the next, I turned around, came back, and missed my accident again. My exit, not accident.
Mm-hmm.
I missed my exit again. So when I got off at the next exit was the Petro. I said, I'm going in for a coffee. Darren thought it was funny. It was because a certain individual was there that distracted
Mm-hmm.
me. I mean, I'm good. I just wasn't thinking, hey, idiot, you got to make this turn here and get on this interstate here. But I missed it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need my permission to talk to her. You could do it. If she wants to talk to you, she'll talk to you. If not, she'll tell you to take a hike. It's plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
There are times I wanted to talk to Blessed Life, and if she told me to get lost, I would. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sammy, we miss you. Come up in the panel. We really, really miss you. Sammy! Oh my god.
But look, Ellie, if you want advice when it comes to the lady department, don't jump in right away. That's a bad idea. Take the
Mhm.
time. Like you've taken the time to get to know me and a whole bunch of other people, Ellie. Okay. And yes, you've gotten to know them. If they were interested in you, they would let you know about it. Or I take that back. When it comes to Filipina, they probably will not let you know that they like you right away until you've
Mhm.
shown signs that you like them. But then you still don't jump into a relationship. Just jump into a friendship and really get to know that person before you make that jump into, okay, you want to enter in a relationship. That takes time. If you want a long lasting, meaningful relationship, it takes time. Because if you
Okay.
jump in, if you jump in and to like a so-called relationship, and then you starting to discover you can't stand this person or you don't like some of what they do, then
Mhm.
you're in a mess. And you're in a relationship that's a mess that you're not going to be able to tolerate for the rest of your life, and you want to move on. That's why you don't jump in right away, even if you've known that person
Mhm.
for a long time. Don't jump in. It's like let's just talk, let's just chat. That's all I desire. And then you got to think the other way. That person I'm chatting with, they may not like a lot of things or about me. There's certain things that I do they may not like.
Mhm.
That's the whole point. It's what the Filipinos say, the courting process, which gets lost in this conversation. When you're
Mhm.
courting a female, that's basically getting to know them to see if you're a tolerable person to be around for the rest of their life.
Mhm.
And nobody's perfect, male or female. No one's perfect. You're going to find flaws. We all have them. God knows I have them too.
Yeah.
Ask Sammy. She calls me an asshole all the time. Or actually, Sammy reminds me. Let's put it that way, which is kind of funny. That's what I've learned over these past 4 years. If you ever want somebody to help you straighten out, and if you need what I call an ass chewing, just contact Sammy. She'll give you one, a good one too.
Yeah, you're teasing Sammy, yeah. Oh,
Well,
Buddha! Buddha Destiny, namaste. How you doing, Buddha?
hi, Buddha. Thank you for coming, Buddha. Hey, Shir, can you drop the link for Buddha?
Okay, okay. I'll just
Uh,
check
so
her.
she can come up. She may not see the StreamYard link. That's why I think drop it for her. Buddha will come up.
Mm, yeah, hold on. No, I'm sharing also her, what they call this? Her channel, okay?
Well, that too,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Because I don't think I ever gave Buddha a blue jacket because it took me
Just
a long
in
time
bed.
to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Buddha.
yeah. It's like, well, it's 6:30 in the morning. Oh, 6:26 where she's at.
She's
Oh,
in the bed.
oh yeah, she can't. Well, I mean, you don't have to turn your camera on, Buddha. We just hear your voice. It'd be good enough for us.
Yeah. You see Ellie? Come on, Ellie. Ellie. The hairy
Oh.
crack. Okay, I will drop now the StreamYard link.
But just to review to the ones that just came in, I made this stream because nobody's doing one. I'm looking for conversation. Why not? It's better than talking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered something and I felt like I should have known all along. And this is important. It's about being misunderstood, and that's why I feel like I'm so misunderstood, and now I know why. You can't assume just because the Filipinos speak fluent English, they don't have 100% grasp of the English language like we do. When we use certain words, they may not understand it.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to convey to Filipinos is like, do not be afraid to stop somebody and ask them, what does that word mean? And it helps them to understand what you're trying to say. I think that would really help to where misunderstandings would be a lot less.
Oh, this is what Sammy said. As he say, he don't care, so why should I care too?
No, what I mean by that is if she comes up, hey, that's great. If not, that's fine
and
too.
then
I'm not
and then
forcing her.
He said, she said also, he don't care on me for a long time now. So why should I give a fuck?
Yeah, that's a lie.
Oh my God.
Sam, I've told this many times. Sammy should know. I've always saw her as a good friend, but she always thinks I don't care. I don't know where she gets that from. It may sound like I don't care, but I give people the freedom of choice. I don't force them into doing things they don't want to do. And here's Aaron, another driver. How you doing, Aaron? Aaron, you might be muted. Nobody can hear you.
What's going on?
Vinco,
there we go.
vlogging with Vinco. He needs a blue jacket.
I can only do that when I'm on my laptop. I can't do it from the phone.
Okay, Vinco, I will share your what we call this, your link, okay?
Well, I just want to pop up on here and just say, see how everyone's doing. I just ran out of arrows, so I head to bed.
Yeah. Well, it's a good heads up for you too, Aaron, if you're interested in meeting a Filipina. Yes, they speak English, it's their second language, but they're going to encounter words they may not understand.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why when you say something, review it a little bit. And if you use a certain word, they may not understand, and they'll skip over it and only go with what they can understand.
Yeah.
And it could be a key word that changes the dynamic of what you're trying to say.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, for instance, if we're, like, say we were talking the stock market in here, and I mentioned the word derivative in a sentence, a Filipina isn't going to have a clue what the hell a derivative is.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping is the Filipino wouldn't be afraid of, what's a derivative? And then I would explain to them what it is, and they'd be like, oh, now I understand.
Yeah.
But even people who have a grasp of the English language, a lot of people don't even know what a derivative is.
Yeah, I mean, any words can be like, if you skip over it, it can be a key word, like you said, and it could change the whole meaning of the whole sentence.
Yeah. Or what you're trying to tell them. Like, and another thing, it could be like using slang.
Oh, slang is difficult for me. Even the new slang that's coming out, I don't understand that shit.
Oh, like some of these, I call them generational words. Like my kids would use the word instead of using the word "that's cool," they would say "savage." And when I started hearing that, I'd step up next to him and start acting like Macho Man Randy Savage from WWF. Oh yeah, and then they look at me like I'm crazy. I said, "You just said savage." Somebody in my generation, you use that word savage, that's what they immediately think about, Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Aaron. His name is Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. So you are also a truck driver. Where are you from in US?
I'm originally from Virginia.
Okay.
That's on the East Coast, and
Mm-hmm.
I am currently in OKC, which is Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Just ran out of my hours, so I'm had to pull over and take a rest.
You're in Oklahoma
Mm-hmm.
City? That's where I'm heading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about an hour from Memphis.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah,
I got
I'm a little bit north of OKC right now. Not much. Maybe 40 minutes.
yeah. I wanted to tell you, Aaron. The last time I was out this way, I got well, not the last time. It was like the time before that. It was like about a month and a half ago. I was coming out of Dodge City and I had to drop down through Oklahoma and took a shortcut where I was
Yeah.
headed. I went through right by Waukita. I did a live stream of it. I said, "This is where
Yeah.
the movie Twister was filmed."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Yes. Well, I caught them finishing up some additional filming they were doing because they closed the road off due to filming. And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
they're still filming Twisters, okay." And then, like a couple weeks later, there's the movie. They released it in the theater.
I have not seen it, but I hear good things about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Yeah, but getting
Hey.
to a theater to watch a movie is pretty difficult for me.
No crap.
Like I
Hey,
tell
you should
people,
go drive
it's like this is not a car. It's totally different. We just can't go anywhere. We really have to watch where we go, or we're going to end up in a pickle. And like, okay, I got a low bridge in front of me. How the hell I'm going to get out of this? You know?
I mean, DOT would get on you. There's a couple spots
Oh yeah.
that I know that DOT would just sits there because they know truck drivers go down it and they pull people over left and right.
No, if I'm in an area and I don't know, I'm very cautious of where I go.
Yeah. And DOT does not give you warnings; they give you tickets.
I would rather take the ticket than do thousands of dollars of damage to property.
That's true.
That's why I told my students when I trained them. I said, "I'll tell you what, you contact me, I'll pay your ticket for you. I'd rather you get a ticket than do thousands of dollars worth of damage."
Oh yeah.
Because I said, "Don't panic. We'll get you out of it somehow, or you'll figure it out. You just look around and say, okay, how am I going to do this?"
Yeah.
Even if you got to back out for a couple of miles, you got to back up real slowly.
I remember I used to do wreckers, right? And there's this one area where I used to be a wrecker at, and it was like at least once every 3 months. It's a wetland area, and truck drivers get panic. They try to make a U-turn, and they constantly get stuck.
Yes.
Well, the issue with this area is it's owned by the state for the first 10 foot. After that, it's owned by the feds and it's a military base. Now you deal with MPs. So not only does the regular police show up, the MPs also show up. So,
but I mean, even the most seasoned driver, it's happened to me. I've gotten in many pickles, but I got out of it.
Oh yeah.
And there was a time that the police came and they're like, they're amazed and they were nice to me. They're like, "Wow, you didn't hit that bridge." You know, like the people hit it. They're like, they hit it all the time. You stopped. They're amazed by that. You stopped. You didn't try to go under the bridge. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm not going to make it. That's why, if you're going to give me a ticket for blocking traffic, I know you got to do your job. I'll accept it, but I'm just not going to do damage to property and it costs thousands of dollars. No way.
All right, man. I'm gonna try to get some sleep so I can wake up and head to Texas,
Where in Texas are you going?
Dallas.
That's the most popular place. I really don't like Dallas. It's because of the
Nice to
traffic.
meet you, Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, thanks
I
for
don't
coming,
like
Aaron.
Dallas either. But see, the difference between me and Sean is Sean actually gets a pick where he goes, kind of. I don't.
Yeah. Aaron, how old are you, if you don't mind?
41.
Oh, you're
Wow,
young. Okay.
I didn't think you were that old. I was thinking maybe early 30s at the most.
No.
I think he was around 20s. I think 27 or 28.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll take it easy, and I catch you in the next live stream.
Yeah, well, if you're
Okay.
in Oklahoma City and you see the truck that has Patriot logos all over it, a Blue Pete, you'll know that's me. I'm hauling a prime
hopefully,
trailer.
I'm hoping to get out of there before you get here.
Yeah, well, okay. I was just saying, if you don't make it out of there,
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah,
what part
Mirahan
of
is
KC you heading
here.
into? The city?
am I
I got-
still here? Oh, there we
Well, I
go.
said,
Yeah,
what
we
part
can
of
hear
KC
you.
you heading off to?
After I deliver in Oklahoma, I got to deliver tomorrow
Yeah.
at 1900, so I got a lot of time on this.
Gotcha.
I got well over almost 48 hours to deliver this. I'm just
Yeah.
cutting my time off, and probably from Oklahoma City, they'll probably have me pick up somewhere near the res. I was thinking about hanging around with some of my
Yeah.
friends down there in the Choctaw res, and I'll probably end up going. They'll probably head down to Texas, like Laredo, and I'm hoping
Yeah.
Laredo because Laredo is a prime spot for me to go into Canada. I usually get a load out of there that goes into Toronto,
Nice.
and then I can hook up with Darren Dobson. Ever since I met
Mhm.
Darren almost 3 years ago, I have not been to Canada since, and I usually go 3-4 times a year. But it was like that trip was a curse. I haven't been able to go back to Canada at all.
Gotcha. I gotcha. All right, man. We'll take it easy. I gotta try to get this clackety set.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bye.
Take care.
I'm Moran.
Miran was asking you where you're heading now.
Oh, Oklahoma City. I'm glad that you're here. Hey, thanks for joining us.
I just shared her link. Is this a guy or a girl?
Ooh.
Miran. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish a lot of Filipinos would join in so I can convey this information to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it really help them. If you're a Filipina and you can hear my voice, and if somebody says something to you in English and you don't understand
he's a guy. Nice meeting you. Where are you from, Miran?
don't be afraid to ask what
Mm-hmm.
that word means, or I can't understand you. Don't be afraid to say that, because if you don't, we're assuming that you understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's how everything could be easily misunderstood.
Are you from India? Namaste. Ellis Adventures Vlogs. He is Lebanese Australian.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Right
ever
now
had
he's in
any.
Australia.
I don't think I've ever had anybody from India in my live stream before.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have an Indian ringneck here, my parrot. Yeah, I always kiss this parrot, because before when I got him, he's only a baby. He has no feathers, totally bald, and yeah, I did my best to make him grow. And I didn't know he's a guy. I thought he was a girl because he got a ring, and that ring signed that he's a boy.
Oh,
Yeah. And right now he's 5 years old. He's turning 6 soon. It was really sad because my other two parrots, which is the cockatiel, he can whistle and he can talk, and the other one, the budgie, he can talk also, but unfortunately they died. So he's the one who is surviving. Yeah, Ellie, you're turning 40, so be a man. Don't be Harry Crack. Oh yeah,
hey,
September 10 is the birthday of Ellie.
uh, yeah, Ellie, do you remember the three things to remember when you turn 40?
Vlogging
Never,
with Binko. Binko, come up in the panel.
never, never pass a restroom, never waste a hard on, and never trust a fart.
Yeah. Ellie, Ellie. You know what? Don't trust a hard on, don't trust a part.
Well, I got it from
Ellie!
Jack Nicholson said that. Never pass a restroom, don't waste a hard on, and never trust a fart.
Bulimti! Yeah. Yeah, Binko cannot come up because he just woke up. Yeah, it's almost 12. 12:44 p.m. in your country. It's almost afternoon. Ellie, Ellie, Harry Crack, Harry Crack. Oh my God. It was all started at Harry Crack because of Josh. Josh NC78. When when Ellie started to stand up and turn around, and we saw his butt.
They're usually
Was that the
2 hours behind the Philippines. At least I think it's
uh,
2 hours behind the Philippines.
7 8? It's 9:45 right now in Australia. Harry Crack, or 8:45. Ellie, my God, Ellie. Oh, 8:46. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
six forty-five here in the Philippines.
they're 2 hours. He's 2 hours behind you guys in the Philippines. So I'm in Central Time Zone. It's 5:46 in the morning here.
Hmm. Later, Darren will pop out. Yeah, if Tammy Trot is watching, I already sent the painting,
Yeah, I
and
just
there
can't
is
wait
an
till she
ex.
gets it.
Yeah, and there is an extra two gifts coming from the
What?
Philippines. It's just like a souvenir.
When do you know when she should be getting it? How long it'll take?
I think it's 3 days.
Really?
3 days.
3 days? All right.
Yeah, 3 days. And this DHL will always sending her a notification through SMS. That is a DHL from UK. Yeah. Yeah, Sean, later I need to step down because my mother was asking me to buy her medicine in the pharmacy later. Okay?
Uh huh.
I hope you will tell to Darren about what we talk about. Okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention here. Sammy, I miss you. Come on. Come up in the panel.
She's probably not here.
She's watching. Our beautiful Sam is watching.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Sammy would join the panel, then Ellie would come up.
Oh my God. Ellie will always ask, Sammy, I'll give you a kaboom. My God, Ellie. Yeah, you know what? What I really like from now, no one is attacking us anymore. No one is, every time you go live stream, trying to bombard messages, trying to throwing insults to us. It's over.
Yeah, sort of.
I
For the
will
most
come up,
part, yeah.
Sean, trucking Friday, Saturday, my friend. Oh my God. Oh, now I understand why Ellie cannot come up because of the order of the therapist to Ellie. Yeah. He has a therapist, someone who was taking care of Ellie from Luke Spotter's people.
Well, on Friday, Saturday, that's usually Darren and Bless Lives
I
time for
know.
streaming.
Okay. Okay, sorry, Ellie. Sorry, Harry Crack. I don't know the reason why you cannot come up. Uni student. Ah, okay, okay, okay. He cannot be noisy because they have a border. Chinese. Oh my God, Chinese. Oh. Oh my God, speaking of Chinese, okay. I'm not trying to insult Chinese here, but my God, I don't know what's on their head. They trying to invade Philippines. And good thing USA is guarding now Palawan. They targeting Palawan, my God. They cannot target Luzon because that is too much obvious, and that is the time they will be bullied. Actually, in the Sea Games, in the Olympics, some of the Chinese are bullied by other countries, especially Australians. My God, it's too obvious. Yeah, they try to disrespect China. Yeah, you know what, guys? If you wanted to be respected, you should know how to respect people. It's just like give and take. It doesn't mean if
Yeah.
you have a money. It doesn't mean if you have money you will disrespect all the people who doesn't have the money and those people who has no power. That is a power tripping.
Yes, it is. But respect is earned, not given.
Yeah, I know. We Filipinos, we do our best, to be humble, to be to try to understand what they're doing. When they come here to the Philippines, we will welcome us. But in Thailand, whenever they come over there and they try to because normally Chinese when they are in other countries, I'm talking about the mainland, they don't know how to throw their trash. They will just put it in somewhere in the side of the mall, which is there is a one blogger there. He gets mad. He said, "These people doesn't know how to throw in the trash because they put
Yeah,
it in the stairs, and people
yeah,
will bump it."
Ellie, money is not Satan. Okay, it's how it's being
Hmm.
used dictates if it's evil or not.
Yeah, try to educate him, Sean. Yeah, this is the reason why our president, Bongbong Marcos, said Pogo is not allowed anymore here because the more Pogo is here in the Philippines, the more they have an opportunity to bully us, which is we don't allow that.
Yeah. The accumulation of wealth on how that wealth is accumulated can be
Mm-hmm.
evil. Yes, if you're
Mm-hmm.
exploiting a bunch of employees that work for you and they're
Mm-hmm.
making a vast amount of wealth for you, that's exploitive. Yes, and yes, that's evil.
Yeah.
If you accumulate wealth and you help those that are less fortunate, that's not evil.
Yeah. Only two people are watching us.
Yeah, that's my average.
Yeah. I will tell you something later, okay? I cannot mention here on the live stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I just wish a lot of Panays would have came in here where I can convey this message. I'm gonna have to do it on either on their live stream or somebody else's to spread the word. It's like, look, do not be afraid or feel like you're offending somebody by stopping them and asking them, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's typical so you can have an understanding of what's being said and
Mm-hmm.
it broadens your vocabulary. And I
Yeah.
think Filipinos are too modest to ask, thinking that they're going to insult somebody by asking. No, 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 not at all. And if that person feels insulted, then they're not worth your time in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the type of the person that would be a good friend because a good friend would explain or attempt to. That's why when I engage in a long, repetitive conversation, it's because I kept bumping into that same thing where they're not understanding what I'm saying. So either I
Mm-hmm.
try to word it differently or try to figure out now, okay, what is it that you're not understanding? Let me help you try to understand. Because a lot of times when I type out a message and send it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
instantly misunderstood right away. And that's frustrating.
Yeah, because not all of us are fluent in English. Normally, I will be honest with you, Sean. If we go to school, we don't, sometimes the teachers they don't teach us properly in English. Some of us we just practice only. We just try to watch
Well,
movies.
they teach you the basics.
Yeah, only the basic.
Yeah, and then through your use of English, you'll naturally learn what some of these words that are being used, you'll eventually learn what they mean. But you have to ask, and then
Yeah.
anybody that's a good friend would be more than happy to explain it, what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of times, a lot of us use metaphors. A metaphor is
Mm-hmm.
a fancy word for the same thing, whatever it is.
Mm.
Like if you're
Okay.
describing a body part on a woman, use your imagination. Whatever body part they're addressing, they could say something like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, she got a nice booty," or "She
Yeah.
got nice buns." I mean, there's literally hundreds of different words you can use. A lot of them are
Mm-hmm.
obvious and just say ass.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, she got a lot of junk in the trunk." Junk in the trunk. That means
Yeah.
she's got a nice big butt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why
Sean,
that's what
okay.
metaphor or slang. That's metaphor or slang is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sean, excuse me. I need to step down now. I just feel busy, okay? But thank you very much for allowing me to come up in your panel, okay?
Sure.
And yeah, just let me know if you talk to Darren. Okay, take care, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Now y'all can see the daylights cracking above the sky. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Almost got an hour in before everybody started dropping off. Only got a few people in here, but y'all have a good day. But I hope that people watch the replay understand what the heck I'm talking about. And in ending, if you're a Panay, yes, a lot of us forget that English is your second language. And yes, you may sound fluent, but you may not understand certain words. Don't let it slip by and just only go with what you know. Don't be afraid to ask them, I don't understand what that word means. Can you tell me what it means? Because if anybody's a friend, they will explain to you what that word means so you get an understanding and fully understand what somebody's talking about and don't get misunderstood. And that's what I've encountered is being misunderstood. It's like, I type out a paragraph of information and it's like they skipped over everything and only went by what the last sentence said because that's all they understood. They didn't understand what the heck I was talking about in the entire paragraph, in which what they skipped over was the important part. And I have to realize they probably did not understand it. Yes, they read it, but they just didn't understand what I was talking about. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you on somebody else's live stream.